everybody, and welcome to Wombwell High Street. This is the subject of our Mary Portas bid. It's quite early in the morning at the moment, and we've chosen this time especially because we didn't want many people around, and it gives us the opportunity to see the full extent of the High Street. Now if you just take a little look down here, you will see this very wide pedestrian area that we have. The road on the right, the shops on the left. About 10 to 15 years ago, Wombwell High Street hit rock bottom. Just before that, Meadowhall Shopping Centre had opened about 7 miles down the motorway. 1.5 million square feet of retail area, 250 shops, the usual ones, Debenhams, Marks and Spencers, etc. At the same time, a Tesco's opened 2 miles to the east. A couple of years back, Corton Wood Business Centre opened 1 mile over there. B&Q, Morrison's Superstore, and to complete the pincer movement, 2 miles to the west, yet another Tesco Superstore and a B&Q. 2 B&Qs, 2 Tesco's, 1 Morrison's, all within 2 to 3 miles.
Right.
Since then, the Wombwell High Street Committee has been formed and has done an awful lot of work in regenerating the centre of Wombwell, trying to get more shops and revitalising the market. Wombwell had 2 big markets at the east end of High Street. They closed down. What's happened now is the market is restructuring itself along High Street, but on bad weather days that's not always as reliable as it ought to be. The substance of our bid is to erect 3 conical structures about 8 metres by 8 metres square and just over 2.5 metres high. One of them will be here, a second one in front of Tesco's. I think the best way of describing these is to talk about them being large umbrellas to provide shelter. The third of our canopies will be here in front of Wilkinson's and the post office, obviously avoiding the trees. Can I now introduce you to Dave Cole, who is a strong and influential member of the Wombwell High Street. Dave, what do you see as the key issues facing Wombwell High Street at the moment?
The key issues, closures want to stop. This is one of the latest closures. Super drug. We want to try and stop these shops closing down. We need to regenerate the High Street as much as we can. Put every effort in to getting a better High Street and bringing it all together.
Can I introduce Ernie, who's one of the market traders on the High Street. Ernie, how long have you been trading on High Street?
I've been in about 22 years.
And what happens when the weather's not so good, when it's raining?
Well, if it's heavy rain we can't stand, Plus it takes a lot longer to set up anyway, but a good hour extra. If it's windy, we struggle in it as well because it blows stuff all over the place.
Okay, so if we were to put this bid in for these canopies and be successful, what difference would that make to you?
Well, it make a lot of difference, especially weather-wise. Because sometimes, as I say, if it's raining heavy, we can't stand. But if these canopies are here, we can set up and it'll take us not take us long to set up.
And that's going to be advantageous to your trade, is it?
Oh, easy.
Absolutely.
It'll be wonderful, that.
Thanks very much, Ernie.
Right, thank you.
This is Wombwell High Street. It's the 2012 Jubilee Party, and I just wanted to show you the potential that Wombwell has. It's not particularly busy at the moment because it's only just after 10:30, but it will very, very quickly warm up. I think this shot gives a good vision of the breadth of the pedestrian area. We'll just take a little walk down here and show you the distance between the shops and the main road. As you can see, there's quite a bit of space between the shops on the left and the high street on the right hand side. We'll just take a look over there. A little bit difficult to see things at the moment because of all the parked vehicles, because it's market day as well, and this in effect is where the market on Wombwell High Street has been held for the last few years. This is the east end of the high street. We've still got this wide pedestrian area. Again, we'll go right round, and there you can see back down to where some of the Jubilee stalls are. Just take a little look up though. The sky there is looking quite threatening. Poured it down with rain yesterday. Today is not too bad. But the whole idea is that if we can erect these canopies on the high street, it will give some protection for stall holders and for community groups on days such as this. Hello again, I'm speaking to you from one of Wombwell's 3 free car parks over here. And I'm going to show you a few shots of Wombwell High Street and the surrounding district just to complete this video in a few moments. But first of all, apologies for the dark glasses on the earlier part of the video, but I was having real problems with my eyes, and honestly I wasn't trying to do any Roy Orbison impersonations. Thank you for watching. Just stay with us for another minute or so. This is market day. The weather forecast is terrible, hence no market traders, or very few.